Hello, crafty friends. Sparkle here. Happy Saturday. I'm going to have a cup of coffee with you. Thanks so much for stopping by. For those of you that are regulars, I appreciate you. You know I do, and that's why I come by. And for any newbies, thank you so much. Please stick around. I do simple, fun projects and try to use up things that are in my office. Okay, so today we are using these 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 little envelopes. I had some in my stash, and this is what we're going to make. Just a little brag book. You can put pockets and things in it. I got some copy dyed paper and some homemade paper here. Just a little bit of this and that. There's a little pocket. These are just stapled in, but you could sew them. I just chose to staple, and then I put some tape over it to hold it. So anyway, I thought it was cute. It's got a little tab on it. So for this one, I had just used an old paper pad that I had, and I used these pages to cover it. Okay, but when I was on the internet yesterday, I found this site called Free Printables plus A1 Art Sharing. I'll leave the link, the Facebook link, down below. But these images are printed 4 to a page, and I shrunk them down where it said 4 3 by 5s to a page, but then I put these down to fit to the page, so they shrunk them down instead of being tall like I don't know if I have one. Hold on. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. Okay, so these are the 3 by 5, but if you say fit to frame, it shrinks them down to this. Okay, so I wanted this size, and then I just rough teared around them. So I have a couple groups here I started putting together. Where does that go? Okay, that's my envelope. Okay, so I started on this one. So you take your envelope and you glue this flap down, and then you cut here, here, and here. So here the flap is glued down, and then I cut here, here, and here. And that's your base. Okay? That's all it is. And then I just made a little gusset here so that there's like a little gusset or spine here. Okay, and that's the base of it. Then I took these images, which I just printed 4 to a page, like I just said, fit to page, and shrunk them, the 3 by 5, and shrunk them down. And then I just rough cut them around the edges. So we have one, we have two. I picked this one. So I picked 4 for each one. They're just beautiful images, my friends. There are tons of things. I'm sure you'll find something you'll love. And if you didn't want to use the card, you can cut these out as ephemera, and layer. You can layer some butterflies and postage stamps. They're just what we love. So these are just going to go on here. I just distressed this with some black soot, and these are just going to get glued on here. So you'll glue your covers. And your covers. And that'll be your shell. And then I just took some coffee dyed paper and rough cut it. And I have some tissue paper images that I had in my stash. So that's the beginning of my little book. I got to add a coffee filter, and then that'll be that. And I have one here that I thought if I wanted to, I could put it on the cover in here on my sample. I did, and I just put some fussy cuts here. So fun. They're so fun, and like these would be great little favors, or I might do this for my little Bible study group. I just love them. I don't know. I know I'm weird. So I have this red set, and then I have another set here. This one I didn't. I just cut square. These are the butterflies, and I don't know my flowers. So those of you that do know what all these are. So I got my flowers. So yeah, let's put a couple of these together. Show you how much fun they are. So we have that one, and what's this one? I did these yesterday. Oh my goodness, I had the most horrific day yesterday. So I had to go for my 3D MRI of my scapula, and of course they couldn't do it here in town, so I had to drive like round trip. It was like an hour and a half of traffic. Anyway, when I left the house, it was sprinkling. When I got on the freeway, there was a major monsoon rain came in. The rain was going sideways. It was hailing. There was brumble from the desert blowing across the freeway. I had I had my flashers on and I pulled over, as did mostly everybody on the freeway. It's a 3-lane freeway. Everybody pulled over. A lot of people did, and we tried to wait it out. Excuse me. It took a good probably 20, 25 minutes to the worst of it was over. I was terrified, terrified, simply terrified. So I got back on the road and I just kept praying, Lord, just part the sky, let the sun come out, take away the rain, keep everybody safe on the road. And then, so then I had to keep going. And I got there finally, and I was quite shook up, and I was anxious about this procedure anyway. And get there and go up to the door. Well, my husband came with me for moral support, but he's visually impaired, and so he just kept saying, "What's happening? What's happening? What do you see? I don't see anything." And I was telling him what's happening. And he goes, "Do you have your flashers on? Do you have your lights on? Do you have your?" And he was just driving me up a wall. And I just kept saying, "Be quiet. I got this. I'm fine. Just leave me alone. I got to concentrate." We get there. I get him out of the car, get him all the way up to the door, and there's a sign that says, "We have moved to a different location in the same area, but different location." So like I'm like, really? So I get him back in the car, go. Now my GPS says you've arrived, so they're no help. So I look up their address, and it says, where it gives me a different building. So I go and I find the building, get him out of the car, get in there, and I was like, really? So then, anyway, we were gone for about 3.5 hours round trip, and my test took about 45 minutes, and that was scary. But anyway, we do all that and get in the car to come home, and it starts drizzling, and all of a sudden we hear this loud thunder boom, and the skies just opened up. Mind you, I have to get out of this place where I don't know where I am to get back towards the freeway, which is now rush hour traffic. It's now 4:30, 5 o'clock. Oh my word. I came home, I was shaking. I was shaking. I sure hope my test comes out because I don't want to go do that again. Anyway, so now I'm just going to do a no nonsense, not nothing, just play. Play with my girls and guys. So we have our pieces. So let's see, what do we want on the cover? Doesn't much matter because I love them all. These I printed on cardstock just because I thought that would give this some weight to it. So let's pick let's pick this one. So we're just gonna use a glue stick. I sewed on the first one, but I don't know if I'll sew on these because I just want to use these as the background. Let's see, where's my? See, I had sewed around this. I don't know if you could see it. There's some gold stitches around here, and I don't know if I'll do that. I think I just want to leave this like that. love it. I just think it's so pretty. Okay. Okay, focus. Focus, Marco. So, I'm a little hyper. That is why. Now I play the waiting game probably a week, and hopefully the surgeon will call me if they found anything that's going to affect my shoulder replacement that's coming up. All the stuff you have to do ahead of time, you know. I'm just using my Create Scotch Create glue stick. Oh, I love these images. These ones I just printed on paper, but I'm still going to use them. And these can just go, these can probably fit on an index card, 3x5. I don't think I have one out here, but we'll figure it out. And let's just use some of this wet glue on the stuff that might need a little help. So you just don't want to, this one went over the seam a little bit, so let's just move it over. Yeah, you don't want to go over your seams. Okay. Now these are totally not going to be perfect. They're just little designs, okay? So if you're into something perfect and matchy and stuff like that, this might not be for you, but this is perfect for me. You could add lace. You can do whatever you want. And they're so easy. I know you're probably all getting sick of me doing all these things with envelopes, but I can't help it. It's like my little happy place. And they don't really need much, okay? That could be it. And I had just cut this shorter here just because. And I wanted to put, I don't know if I wanted to put a tab, and I did cut a few. I don't think I like that. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, here's a music one. Now, you don't have to put tabs on, you know, you could do whatever you like. Sometimes when I have scraps, I just cut them out, and then I have them ready. Let's put this one in the middle here. And you could put this on first and cover it, but I kind of don't mind it overlapping like that, and I think it's cute. Okay, this one I had rounded the corners. I think I'll just leave this one square because that looks fun. All right, so I started a base. This was another image in there, and I thought this could just go on the cover, and it sort of goes with that. So let's put this on. And so that can be the cover. Now let's see. These aren't very straight. These aren't very straight, Sparkle. I don't know if you can straighten them out, but let's try. Yep, so today is going to be a just chill day. I cannot handle any more drama today, this week. If you don't like something, you can just straighten it out or let it go. So I didn't want my husband to come with me yesterday because it's just really hard to travel with him. I just have to, plan extra time and things. But he offered to go because he knew I was driving in an unknown place to me, going downtown, and he was concerned that way. So I just said, okay, we'll just leave. I said to myself, just leave a half hour early, give yourself some time, extra travel time with him. And I was glad he was there, even though he couldn't see or he really couldn't help me driving or anything. But I just can't believe how anxious I was. It's a terrible way to live. I feel bad for people that have severe anxiety like that. So let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a coffee filter. Gotta have a coffee filter. Let's just see if we can cut this in half and use half. No, they don't cut very pretty, do they? Well, we're just going to make it work. Which way? Straighten it out. Now, of course, you could stitch these with your thread, needle and thread. I don't see the need to right now. So, get my handy dandy big boy here. Got my glue. And let's get this where you want it. Just open it up. And we'll put one here. Oh, that hurts my arm. Oh, and the red. Cool. Whoops. Okay. Look what you did, Sparkle. I put them right on the seam here, which I don't like. So let's take them out real quick. I was not taking that into account. Okay, so we want to go in there. Let's go within the border. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm in the seam, okay? And we'll put tape on that later. So we have our book, we open it up. We have our little journal pages, our little signature. It's sweet. Look at this, how sweet it is. And let's square this off down here because I don't like that. And what is this? Tape. I don't know. Just trying to straighten it out a little bit. Okay. Okay, and then you have your pages and you can add whatever you want. Cute. Do you love it? And then I took this medical tape and I just went over my staples because I feel safer with them being covered. Okay. And this will, ouch. Make sure they're down. And then that will just blend in. Now, I I don't know if I have stuff here that we could, let's see if we can make, no, I don't like that. Let's just keep it on the book, on the paper. Get that tape off there. So I don't know if I want to decorate or add stuff. You can add pockets and things. I think I'll just make a bunch of them and then I'll go back and add stuff. Piece of tape on here. You could use a washi. If you have washi, you could put washi on here. You know, and I have got these here washi things if you wanted to add. You could add stuff, but right now I want to just keep them plain like that, okay? So there you have it, my friends. And this looks like it needs to be trimmed here, so let's take care of that. You love them? All right. So there's this one, and there's my sample, and I had just made a little pocket here. I mean, I suppose if we find the right backing, the right, like a pattern that would match on here, we could. I'm running low, huh? You know, then you can make a little pocket there. But I don't know. You know, you can add some pockets in here. Let's put it in the back here. So then you could have a pocket here, but I have to find some red things to put in here, okay? Because that would look funny. But you could add pockets. I don't know if I have any big red butterflies or a big one that I'd want to put on here. Oh, here's some red ones. You know, I might take something like this, and it's sticky back. And I might just, nope, I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to do it. I'll just put him in here. I was going to put him over here, but I wouldn't like it then. So I'm going to leave it for now. I could add some little rhinestones and stuff. Okay, that's number 2. Let's do one more. What do you think? All right. Let's see. Should we do this one? Which one is this? Well, this is the blue one. And what is... I guess that's the only one I have left is the blue one. I thought I had another one. All right, we'll do this one. So remember, we're going to seal this just where the glue is. And then you can take your cutter and not where you glued it, but the other three sides. Just take off the tip, the edge. 1, 2, and 3. And here's your book. And let's round the corners this time. Oh, here's the other one. Okay. I'm going to do this blue one. Now, if you want, these will just fit nicely on here as is. Or you can cut this. We won't because we're going to, this time I'm going to bury my, I'm going to put this on first, my tent. But let's ink this up a little bit. Get my stuff out of here. My goodness gracious. Sorry for all the beeps. That's my sisters doing whatever my sisters do. Zinging each other. I'll catch up later and I'll have 50 texts. They're probably checking in with me because they thought I was a basket case last night when I got home. But that's okay. I'm just using this black soot because it's fresh and it just covers a lot. So this time I'm going to hide my tabs underneath my paper. So I just printed with leftover paper. And these I'm just doubling them up because it's copy paper. So I'm just using 2. And then you'll pick out how you want to lay out your pages. These ones I'm leaving square. Let's see. Got yellows and blues. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's put that one there. Let's put the yellows in here. And we'll put a blue back here. I gotta figure out how this one goes. I guess it goes that way. I'm sorry I don't know my flowers. So these just get glued on here. If it needs a little help, put a little bit of wet glue. Oh, okay. I forgot to put my little gusset in. So I want to do it from the front. I'm just folding it over. I suppose you don't have to do this, but okay. So there's your front. So pretty. And we said we were going to put the yellow ones inside. Again, don't go over your seam there. I know, sometimes I use the wet glue, sometimes I use the other glue. It doesn't matter. And then put this one here. I like, just the prints are just so gorgeous. So that's just with an envelope. That's what we're doing with the envelope. I like that little gap there, okay? So you got that, you got that. And then let's put this one. Put it that way. Oh. Have to come up with something else with those other ones I printed. Okay, so there's your cover. Easy, easy peasy. So then let's build our inside. So I used a piece of copy dyed paper, and then I had some of these that I had printed. They're just on tissue paper. So let's see. 1, 2, 3.5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's just tear these. I did it about 3.5, and I'm going this way. Then you could fold it in half. And you could just fold them in half. And then we can trim them off after we put them in there. Okay? So there's one set, and we can make another set while we're here. So 1, 2, 3.5. One, 2, 3.5, about here. Keep them for belly bands or pockets. Okay, so we have 2 of these, and then this again we'll do like 3.5. So 1, 2, 3. for this, 2 for this. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 and a half. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is look right. It didn't look right. Okay. And what else? Copy filters. Oh, here's one that's already in half. Let's just do this and do this. All right, let's build this one. So we have 2 of these. Let's fold these in half. We have this, and we have this, and we have this, and we have this. So we make our little sandwich. I put it in here and say I want to cut it right here. For now, we'll start with this. We'll just start with that and just see if we have to make any changes. This is how sparkle rolls. And then this can go in here. And now remember, you want to staple it in the crease. In the fold. Oh, sorry. This hurts my shoulder. And then make sure they're down. So when you run your finger through them, you don't get anything weird on them. Yes, perfect crafting morning. I can feel my anxiety lifting just being here with you all. Yeah, now I just wait, play the waiting game. They don't even often call you. But I know I'll see the doctor on my surgery date, August 9th. It needs to come off there. Let's trim this off here. I'm just cutting the tablecloth up on top here. Oh, what a mess, huh? I am being a sloppy crafter today. I apologize. Gotta clean my scissors. They've got surgical tape on them. I didn't want that to be my first page, but that's okay. Yeah, perfect. This has got a little lift here. There. And let's put a piece on here. Now, put some lace on here or something pretty. That's okay too. I'm just showing you sometimes simple is okay. So there's the second one. So I hope you are encouraged, okay? And that you'll try your hand at making these lovely, lovely um, little mini journals using elements from, yeah, free printables plus A1 art sharing. And it's a free group. You don't have to join. And I'll put the link below. So, my friends, have a blessed, beautiful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.